It's almost the end of January and I'm here to plan 2022 with you. Well, I know that a lot of people have done some New Year resolutions and are already tired and are not following it. So consider this a reminder and a get back to track video on how to plan your 2022. In Igbo, which is where I'm from, they would say that "Mbonye jitete bụ ụtụtụ ya." When you wake up is your morning. So we are here and we are doing it. And if you've done it before, please dust your goals and get back to track. Hello everybody, my name is Sylvia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What time are you watching? Welcome back to my channel. Here we discuss cryptocurrency, money, finance, and money related topics. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you are welcome back. I am really glad to have you here with me, and I am very sure that you're going to enjoy the ride. Kindly subscribe when you find this useful. I know you will. It's already 2022 and January is almost over. How has your goal planning been? Have you been following? Have you stopped by the way? So earlier I made a video on my 2021 review and I advised everyone to also do that. It is very helpful to sit back and look at how your 2021 or your previous year went before you start making new goals. Know where you didn't get it right, know what you would have done better, know where you got it right, and then the things that you actually did that worked for you. These things are very helpful, help you go further. So if you've not done your 2021 review or your reflection of 2021, please do that. And of course, it's not to flog yourself so hard and it's not to praise yourself so much either. It's just to know where you are and to know where you want to be next. All right, so let's get started. So first, you'd want to decide on the theme for 2022. So you want to see this theme as your intention for the year, and it's also going to serve as a guiding light throughout the year. So you just have it at the back of your mind that I'm supposed to be this year. Like my hobby will always say, every flight has a flight plan, and whenever the flight is drifting this way, then the pilots have to bring it back to the flight plan. So the theme is supposed to help you know when to bring yourself back to the flight plan. It's totally fine if you don't have a theme for yourself right now, but it is important that you do later so you can just think about it. And it's also fine to change the theme in the middle of the year, but just know that, okay, you have gotten better at that theme and then you just want to change it to another one, so you don't go moving from one theme to another and bringing in confusion already to yourself. So for me, my theme for this year is going to be consistency, guys. Like, top notch. Like, I need to be very consistent this year, alongside with being with growing happiness and every other thing that it's going to come. But I'm going to make sure that consistency cuts across a lot of other things I'm supposed to do this. And like Zach Fraser will say, the key to success is consistency. So mine is consistency, guys. What is yours? So let me know in the comment section what your theme for this year is, if you have it already. So next, I would like to ask you a question. How would you want to grow in 2022? So to answer this, you can just think of who you want to be at the end of 2022. So this is going to help you plan properly. Also, it is very important to note that you have to put these goals down in writing. It is very important. I already did my planning for what I want to see at the end of 2022, who I want to be, who I want to grow into at the end of 2022, and then I splitted them into the different months and the different milestones I want to achieve at the end of every month. And then also in each month, I'm going to do a detailed step on how I want to achieve these results, on the successes I want to get, on the wins that I want. So they have to be written down in details so that weekly I will take the right steps I need to take to achieve these goals. This year, we're not going to do a big goal or the normal thing. I want to increase my health. I want to reduce fat. I want to travel the world. I make a lot of money. No. we're not doing all those things. You want to make a lot of money. How do you want to make this money? What are the things that you need to make this money? How many sources of income do you have? What kind of skill do you need to learn to get another source of income? What training do you need to go for? So you'll be asking specific questions to yourself this year. So in general, you would want to know how much more you want to make. I'm going to be using some examples that will just help you set your goals, and of course you're free to add extra ones for yourself, and you can also decide not to use any of these sections as a part of your growth for yourself, and it's very fine. Just do what works for you, and that is like the most important thing in this goal setting. So do you have any health goals you want to add for yourself? Do you have any routine that you want to do daily or weekly or quarterly as regards to your health? You can decide to probably increase how you work out. So please don't start with trying to be like who would I call now, tutor. Honestly, just start small. 10 minutes or 20 minutes daily workout. The consistency for me, guys, I keep saying it, for me, I'll just be very consistent at what I'm doing. Then you can increase it over time. Okay, I've been doing 20 minutes and I've gotten used to the 20 minutes. I want to do 30 minutes, and if it's working for you and you're stable and comfortable, then you have to move. Okay, you can decide to add rubies, lunges. Just try to make it harder and then still retain the duration of time that you want to do the workout. So let it just be consistent and growth. Well, that's for me. Regular checkups for yourself to just know how you are. So I do a yearly checkup. I also want to do more checkup with my tooth, my eyes, just regular full body checkup, and be maybe 1 or 2 times this year, but it's going to be for like each area for myself. So I also want to take my skincare routine very seriously this year. Like, I need to also visit the skincare specialist more often, and that's from the reflection I had in my 2021. I started seeing very good growth in my acne journey and in my skin generally, so I want to also move to the next level in this area for myself. You can do things like deciding not to eat after a particular time so that it will allow the food to burn properly just before you go to bed. Take more vegetables, take a lot of water. Water is very important for you. Also good practice. Continue my proper facials. Oh, a lady's gonna be a lady this year, guys. Also, I am going to be very keen on data this year. You know that ladies, of course, like, you have different kind of mood swings. It can be this today, tomorrow it can be something else. So I use the flow charts to also track my moods. The flow tracker helps you with a lot of things, mostly for ladies. You also have a lot of discussions, feminine, and also get useful in different kind of mood swings. Moving on to relationship goals. What kind of relationships would you want to create in 2022? What kind of deeper connections would you want to have with your relationships? What kind of habits would you want to drop to have better relationships? What kind of networks do you want to create? Okay, so maybe you want to go on LinkedIn and you want to reach out to people in specific areas and not just doing any general kind of reaching out. You want to be very strategic to the kind of people you want to talk to the kind of connections you want to make on LinkedIn. Go on and do those things. So decide first on what exactly you want to do and then go after it. So you want to have a one-on-one relationship. So I know these days everyone is on either WhatsApp or you're on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, just basically online and doing your things with your friends online. So do you want to also have a one-on-one relationship with people? You want to go out and meet people better this year. You want to go on hangouts. You want to create a girl's time or a guy's time. Just go ahead and note that down. Be very intentional about it and put down steps on what you want to do. If you need to join hangouts, there are some meetups. You could just type meetups near me or meetups or events in my area, and then you'll be amazed on the things that are actually happening in your area that you can start off with. And then from there, of course, you have to be very careful when you go for these things. But I did one here in Lagos and it was very beautiful, and I met very amazing people that I never even knew we are just we're just in my vicinity, and they were also looking for the kind of thing I was looking for. So just go ahead and search for it and you'll find it. Or you also want to work on relationship with your husband, with your fiance, your friends generally. Know the things that you know that you can do better. If you need to communicate anything to them and make them understand that you don't like these things or you like these things this way, guys, go ahead and speak up, let them know. And if you are the one that needs to make the correction because they've been telling you and you don't want to hear, guys, it's time you hear. Take it, take actions. If you want a change, you have to do something differently. So let's do something differently this time. So it's for career goals. If you're still in school, you can just make it school goals. So just know where you are at this point in your career. Are there some things that you need to do to get to the next stage? If you work in an organization and you probably want to be a manager, and then you have been trying to apply and you've been applying and you've not been getting, you can go further and ask the manager or meet the HR in the organization and ask them, what exactly do I need to get to this level? So they might tell you to take courses related to management, or you can job shadow a manager. So just go ahead and know the things that you need to do for you to get there. So for me, I would also want to be promoted. Apply, keep applying, get the rejections, continue applying, get the rejections until you get just the one yes that you need. I just keep saying it like this, guys. Trust me, I know it can be very depressing, but it is something that you want to just keep doing and keep pushing until you get to where you want to get to. I also advise people to have a mentor, and then you also need a sponsor in some cases. So your sponsor will basically speak for you sometimes when you need someone to be audible about you. Then your mentor is also going to be there to direct you, tell you the things that you need to do. Also have a mentor for different topics, a mentor in career, a mentor in finance. So just look for people that you want to learn from basically, and then learn from them. So very important that you note that you should create SMART goals. Your goals should be specific, they should be measurable, they should be achievable, they should be realistic, and guys, they should be time bound. So these goals should be SMART. Generally, for all the goals that you're making this year, they have to be very SMART goals. So put in all these key factors as you're trying to make your goal for this year. Sometimes you could just buy a course and then you will not take it, guys. Go back and take those courses that you have bought. Take those courses that you have bought this year. Also, there are some things that we also neglect sometimes, and it is not very good. So you might work in an organization where you have access to a lot of information or a lot of knowledge on, like an academy basically, on how to get to know these things. And because it's just free, just choose the courses and run through it just to complete your KRA and let my HR leave me. No, guys, choose the things that are relevant to you. So maybe you're in the data world and you want to know things about the finance, or you're in a department and you want to know things about another department. Maybe you're in tech and you want to know things about HR. So this is a good time for you to look for courses in those fields. Take them and learn them seriously. It's not about running through to go to the end and just answer the exam questions and then just get certified. No, guys, see these courses as they are actually drafted to show you how these things are done. Take the courses, literally take them. Know what each step is. Take the corrections for your own self. Learn them using these courses. It's just like going to school, but this time you're doing it in the comfort of your own house, and you're going to get the same knowledge from those people that actually go to school every day and come back to learn these things. They are put together for you to know what exactly that field is about. So be very intentional and very serious to get what that course was packaged for you. So moving on, let's talk about personal self-development goals as well. Guys, the biggest investment you can do is for yourself. You need to invest in your own self, in your own life. Just imagine that every other thing you have gets burnt away or just goes off, but what you still have within you and in your head can still help you start up and do a lot of things. So I want to also invest on myself as usual though this year, and I'll get better at it. I want to read books. I read books, audio books. I'll also put the link below on the audio link that I used to read, so you have access to different kind of books there. It helps you also read a lot of books within a short period of time. I'm going to be reading books on finance. I'm going to be reading books on money. I'm going to I need to be very consistent this year, so I'm going to read books on consistency. I'm going to take a lot of courses also that would help me give you more videos in the crypto space. God, I am very interested in everything finance, everything crypto. So I'm going to also do a lot of volunteering this year. I know that there are people that need the information that I have already, or need to learn from the mistakes that I've made. I have been able to mentor a few people last year, but I did it with someone assigned to me in my office last year, and it was very, very productive. I was very impressed with what she could learn in the period of time that we had together. And I'm sure someone else would also want to get that information. I would also try to teach in tech conferences. Anything that comes by, I am open, and I'm going to plan on how to actually do these things. But now that I know that these are the things I want to do, if it doesn't come to me, I am definitely going to search for them and see how to combine what I am doing already, how to also do those things. So I also need to learn how to drive, guys. If by this quarter and I am not driving, hey, you people should flog me when I come here. Like, on my comment section, just be asking me, have you started driving, Sylvia? Have you started driving? Guys, I am going to learn how to drive this quarter. So I'm going to get certification also in data analysis, get better, improving my Python skills, and just be a very badass coder, you know. Network better with people. What are you doing for your personal goals? It is your own goal. You don't care what they're saying. You want yourself to be better, and you know the areas that you need to work on your own self. So have that in mind. And now moving on to the finance and money goals, guys. How much money do you want to make this year? Write it down. How much money do you want to save this year? Write it down. How do you want to do these things? How much money do you want to invest? Write it down or type it. Anyone is fine, but let it be plain on the tables. Let it be seen. Another thing you can do is, if you have a vision board, like, you can just put a board in your house, and then you print pictures of what you want to see, what you want to buy, places you want to go to. Every morning when you wake up, you just see it there. Then it's going to definitely motivate you that you need to make this money, you need to do these things, you need to actually achieve these goals. Pictures, they're like images, they are thoughts. They go there, and the visuals just stay on your mind, and you keep seeing them. It keeps keeping you in check. You can't just depend on one source of income, and I don't do that actually. And this year I am increasing the sources of income. So you can go into affiliate marketing and decide to build a brand for yourself, something that you fall back to when you just decide, okay, I want to retire, I'm done. So you start now to start building and working on that brand, and with time you also get money from that brand. You can decide to have an online store. So these days people don't even have stores, like real-time stores. They just work with distributors, so they get the contact of these people, and they have a very good social media presence, and then they make sales. They run adverts on these platforms, and then they make sales in the comfort of their house. You just have the person you're going to buy the product from, then you have a dispatch rider to send the product to the buyer, and you're fine. Going to real estate, investing in real estate. We need different sources of income. You can go into cryptocurrency. Just try to give value. Try to give value. Try to give value. Should I say that like 20 times? It's not even be too much. Try to give value, and you will get money in return. It is just like that. So have multiple sources of income this year. Another one I want to add would be home goals. So do you have a space in your area that you'd actually want to improve? You want to make it better, you want to feel more comfortable in that space, you want to either rearrange, or it can just be to declutter a space or repaint a room. So I'm just going to add home goals to my goals, because I'm going to be doing a lot of restructuring in my home. To be reading books on family. A lot of people would just say that those books don't really matter, they don't really work. People are using their personal lifestyles to come and tell you how to run yours. But I'm going to disagree, because as I'm reading books on data analysis, I'm reading books on finance, and I'm getting the information and I'm applying it to what I already know and it's working for me. So why won't books on family, books on relationships also work for me? So I am going to be reading books on relationships, dress mail, just a lot of books actually. If you have any recommendations, please, I am very open. Please tell me some books that I need to read. I am very open to them. Don't forget that your home is your environment, and most times your environment has an input or an impact in the way you feel, your mood. A lot of people neglect this thing most times, but just think about it. What can you do better in your home? For your kids, what can you do better in their rooms? What colors do you need to change? What things do you need to put in place? Do they need toys, letters of the alphabet, their vision boards, godly image in their room? Just think of what you need to do in your home. Just give it a thought. I'm sure something is going to come up. Just imagine that it's your 80th birthday and your grandchild, your mentee, wants to read things that you have achieved, your achievements for your life, all through your lifetime till you're that 80. What are the things that you want to be heard? What are the things you want them to say about you? What are the things that you would want them to say that you achieved? Okay, she was able, she helped me, and she helped 2,000 more people to improve their lifestyle, to get better in their personality. She invested in my business. She helped over 100 people to improve with finance, to improve their business. She preached the word of God to the nations of the earth. She converted. My lifestyle changed. I know Christ today because of her. What are the things you want people to say about you on your 80th birthday or when you are no more? Those are the things that can help you draft your life plan down as well, and then know the steps, long-term, short-term goals on how you can achieve these things. Now, looking at spiritual goals, what are the things that make you come alive? What are the things that give your soul like a reboot, basically? So think on these things. What exactly are those things that work for you? If you need to meditate every day, every morning, or you need to get yourself back in shape with some messages or some books that you read, go for it. Go for spirituality. God, my own is just, I have no other way, I have no other source, it's just God. So for me, I am definitely going to increase the way by meditation. I'm going to pray more, I'm going to listen to the word of God more, I'm going to meditate on the word of God for my own self. You want to have a covenant time with God, you want to have a quiet time with God, listen to messages more. As you're going to work, you can listen to messages, you can play them even while you sleep. It just keeps refreshing you. You listen to motivations, get positive energy as more as you can get from the right sources, from sources that align with your belief. This is going to be very helpful. At the end of every month, you can do a monthly reflection on what the month was, what are the goals you set for that month in relation to the big picture of the 2022 goals. Which ones did you achieve? Which ones did you not achieve? What hindered you from achieving those goals? What would you do better to try to achieve your goals in the next month? So that try not to move your goals for January to February and then you just keep shifting them from February to March. Okay, I didn't do this in March, I'll just do it in April. No, try, go at it. The ones you set for that particular month, follow it up, give it your all. Then when you're not now able to complete it, when you have given it your all, then you can now decide to do it in the next month. Just try and determine with what your theme is and you're going to achieve your goals. If you've gotten up to this point, I am really grateful, and I am happy that you want to change, you want to get better, you want to plan your year, and that is like the very first step. I love you so much. Please click on the subscribe button if you have not. Like this video as well, and also share with some people that you want to make changes in their life with as a positive impact. This is going to be very helpful. Also leave a comment on what the theme for your year is. Okay, thank you so much. As you do that, I will be in the comment section sharing you and trying to motivate you to also achieve your goals for this year. Try to maybe come on here monthly to also do a monthly review and know how you went with your goals. I am definitely going to try to be a lot more here and improve my online presence on YouTube. Don't go and write 1 million goals that you want to achieve this year, guys. Let's be very realistic. Remember, your goals should be smart, they should be measurable, they should be achievable, they should be realistic, and they should be time bound. It's always a pleasure coming to chat with you people, and I am going to drop this here. Thank you so much. Have you subscribed to my channel? Please subscribe, because this also helps me to be out here doing all these things and trying to see that you're also getting a better version of yourself, and we are trying to grow together. Thank you again, and I'm going to see you in my next video.